Hi, hello everyone. Once again, welcome to our Bible Informative Educational Program. Today, we will discuss a very interesting topic regarding on how we are going to learn to understand what is the real definition of the term called religion. Actually, I only takes the views of what Wikipedia says about the subject. For all I know, Wikipedia is also known as the free encyclopedia. Now, to lessen the minute of this video, we are going fast forward to the main issue. Here it goes. A commentary on Wikipedia.com, it says, the definition of religion is a controversial subject in religious studies with failing to agree any one definition. Others, such as Wilfred Cantwell Smith, have tried to correct a perceived Judeo-Christian and Western bias in a definition and study of religion. Thinkers such as Daniel Duboisson have doubted that the term religion has any meaning outside of Western cultures, while others such as Ernest Fail even doubted that it has any specific universal meaning even before. In the main article of Wikipedia.com, definition of religion says, scholars have failed to agree on a definition of religion. However, two general definition systems. The first system, the sociological functional, and the second, the phenomenological philosophical. Religion is a modern Western concept, are not found in many current and past cultures. There is no equivalent term for religion in many languages. Scholars have found it difficult to develop a consistent definition. Some scholars say it is not appropriate to apply it to non-Western cultures. And increasing numbers of scholars have expressed reservation about ever defining the essence of religion. They observe that the way we use today is a particularly a modern construct that would not have been understood through much of history and in many cultures outside the West or even in the West itself until after the Peace of Westphalia, the Macmillan Encyclopedia of Religious States. According to Macmillan Encyclopedia of Religion, it says, there is an experimental aspect to religion which can be found in almost cultures. Almost every known culture has a depth dimension in cultural experiences towards some sort of ultimacy and transcendence that will provide norms and power for the rest of life. When more or less distinct patterns of behaviors are built around this depth dimension in a culture, this structure constitutes religion in its varied in forms, completeness, and clarity in accordance with the environing culture. The very attempt to define religion, to find some distinctive or possibly unique essence or set of qualities that distinguish the religious from the remainder of human life, is primarily a Western concern. The attempt is a natural consequence of the Western speculative, intellectualistic, and scientific disposition. It is also the product of the dominant Western religious mode, what is called the Judeo-Christian climate, or more accurately, the theistic inheritance from Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. The theistic belief in this tradition, even when downgraded culturally, is formative of the dichotomous Western view of religion, of course. That is, the basic structure of theism is essentially a distinction between the Creator and His creation, between God and man. Now, here are some lists of different Western concept definition of the term religion, according also to some different sources. First, https://www.allaboutReligion.organization. It defines religion as a fundamental set of beliefs and practices, generally agreed upon by a group of people. This set of beliefs concern the cause, nature, and purpose of the universe, and involve devotional and ritual observances that also often contain a moral code governing the conduct of human affairs. In Merriam-Webster definition, it defines religion as the belief in a God or in a group of gods, an organized system of belief, ceremonies, and rules used to worship a god or a group of gods. In Wikipedia.com, it defines religion as a social cultural system of designated behaviors and practices, morals, worldwide views, texts, sanctified places, prophecies, ethics, or organization that relates humanity to supernatural, transcendental, or spiritual elements. In Britannica.com definition, religion is a human being relation to that which they regard as holy, sacred, absolute, spiritual, divine, or worthy of reverence. In Dictionary.com definition, religion is a set of beliefs concerning the cause of nature and purpose of the universe, especially when considered as the creation of superhuman. In Oxford Dictionary, it defines religion as the belief in and worship a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods. In our era today, mostly Christian preachers and priests were using the Old French version to define the subject. It says that the term religion was taken from the original text written in Latin word. There are two terms used in Latin. First is religare and religio, and it was translated into an English term called religion. Here is in Old French version. Religare, it means to rebind. Religio, it means an obligation, bond, reverence. And when it was translated in English term, religion, it means life under monastic vows, of course in Middle English. Now, to go deeper in understanding the subject, let us see the major religions of the world today. Are you ready? Here it goes. The world's major religion of today are Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, and the New Age spirituality. Are also quite unique in their requirements. Most of the world religions place an individual on their own, striving for spiritual perfection. In New Age spirituality, a person is working at their own divinity, while in Buddhism, it is an individual quest at being free from desire. And in Islam, the individual follows religious laws for the sake of paradise, after death, of course. With Jesus Christ, you see God offering us a relationship with Himself, not based on our efforts, but on what He did for us. In looking at this major belief system and their views of God, we find tremendous diversity. For example, in Hindus, it acknowledges multitude of gods and goddesses, while the Buddhist says there is no deity. And in the New Age spirituality followers, they believe they are gods. And for Muslims, they believe in a powerful but unknowable God. And in Christianity, they believe in a loving God who created us to know Him. Now, there will be a good question for this. Are all religions worshiping the same God?